In this part 5, we will continue to talk about radical life expansion, what we can learn from nature, what we can do, and there is a very affordable way to extend our life maybe 40 times. Okay, let's go. As always, I recommend you to download the presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. You can go to sources of information. If you don't understand some terms, you can click on it or use Google search, and then you can learn more. And I highly recommend to make your own research, not trust me, not trust medical professionals, not trust influencers on internet, because it's again you have to use your brain, you have to use your mind and think for yourself. Okay, let's go. The use of animal fats as the main source of energy assumes staying in ketosis when the liver produces ketone bodies in the process of ketogenesis. Newborn human babies are in mild ketosis. Staying in ketosis is beneficial for healthy cognitive abilities, both for infants and for adults. Amber O'Hearn popularized the term lipovore to describe the evolutionary adaptation of humans to high-fat, low-carb diet. This diet focused on animal fats and protein with occasional fasting. Supports longevity and cognitive health, mimicking the metabolic state of our ancestors and also mimic metabolic state of infants. So time-restricted eating and fasting for 12 to 16 hours in the state of ketosis may ignite autophagy, which includes the removal of damaged organelles and cells and cleaning out damaged cells by the immune system. Autophagy enhances gut health by reducing inflammation and supporting the gut barrier. So this is this Amber O'Hearn, and she proposed to stay in ketosis by eating mostly fatty meat. So again, I highly appreciate her contribution to this area of dietitian of healthy diet, but I try to go further. Okay, I try to learn from nature what we can do to extend our lifespan radically. For young people, it is okay. I absolutely fine with her proposals, and I believe that it has to be done, like she said. Eating fatty meat and maybe eggs as also a source of energy and healthy fats. But okay, we have to go further, I believe. So in state of ketosis, liver produces ketone bodies, and they go to blood circulation system, and our brain, especially our brain, is using ketone bodies to produce energy much better than glucose. It is our brain don't need glucose. As if ketone bodies are available, brain will work on ketone bodies. The only cells that need glucose, this is the red blood cells in our blood. Okay, red blood cells, they don't have mitochondria. They have to use glucose as a source of energy in the process of this anaerobic glycation. Okay, so okay, and then ketogenic diet demonstrated a lot of benefits in many diseases. So if you will stay in ketosis for all your life, from childhood to adultery and to the older age, you will be much more healthy. Okay, it helps especially in epilepsy for children, and it was used for century to cure epilepsy in young children. But also it helps in Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer, and sclerosis, because again, brain works much better when when our body is in ketosis. Microbats, certainly in the state of ketosis, as they use fats as a main source of energy, while direct evidence of naked mole rats living in a state of mild ketosis is limited. Several factors indicate that they rely on the oxidation of fatty acids for energy and produce ketone bodies as an alternative energy source, which is a hallmark of ketosis. Another factor that is potentially responsible for longevity is the composition of cell membranes. Membrane composition and longevity correlate with body size. Membranes of longer living larger mammals have less polyunsaturated fatty acid, and mice have 9 times more omega-3 DHA, doxosahexaenonic, okay, DHA, in their cell membranes compared to naked mole rats. Okay, you see, all medical professionals tell you that our brain needs these omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids. Well, it can be, yeah. I am not yet ready to discuss this question: do we need omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids or not? Our brain has a lot of omega-3, these polyunsaturated fatty acids, but question is, will we do better if we consume not these polyunsaturated fatty acids, but saturated acids, especially short-chain fatty acids, and to improve our brain abilities and also to improve and to extend our longevity? So it's a good question. I think we better follow nature, and follow nature, it means we have to change our diet so that consume not so much of polyunsaturated fatty acids, especially omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids, which are very easy to be oxidized. Okay, so because of this high content of saturated acids in the cell membranes in naked mole rats, cell membranes are substantially more resistant to oxidative stress than mouse membranes. As naked mole rats often in the state of hypoxia, they experience very high oxidative stress, and then it is question of them to survive. If they have membranes which are easily oxidized, they will just die out. Lifespan extension by calorie restriction and increased physical activity in mice can also be explained by changes in membrane fatty acid composition, which result in membranes being more resistant to peroxidation. Okay, you can go to the link and read, because we know a lot of this information that lifespan of mice can be substantially extended by staying in by restricting calories. But for humans it doesn't work. Maybe a few years longer life would be with this restricted calorie intake, but not much, because again, what you have to change the diet itself, not only calories. Calories are different from sugar and from fat. They are very different. So try to learn from nature. Again, mice are special. They are not only in using glucose as source of energy, but they also consume seeds and plants, and seeds are full of toxins. Okay. So it is interesting that flying foxes or megabites feed on fruits, pollen, and nectar. They don't consume seeds. Yeah, so they are not getting too much these toxins from seeds. And but nevertheless they use glucose and fructose as a source of energy, which is certainly not very healthy, but maybe it is okay if you use some limited amount of sugars, but what is important to keep your gut health, to keep your gut healthy. So megabites occasionally consume insects. Again, they get some chitin and fat from insects, but maybe not as main source of energy. So they live on average about 15 years, which is longer than mice. Mice is 18 months, and this is 15 years, okay, almost 10, about 10 times longer, but yet shorter than microbats. So microbats are in the state of ketosis. So you see from nature, logically, to stay in ketosis and to get these prebiotics like ketone are very helpful for your longevity, for your health. Okay, this is what I can learn from nature. Flying foxes have been recorded flying 400 kilometers in one night. Flying foxes can defecate, and they definitely defecate while flying, so we may assume that their high physical activity shortens the gut transit time. So another factor, short gut transit time is the key for gut health, and that's also to avoid that toxins will get to the gut. But fruits, they have not as much toxins as seeds. So they eating fruits, again, getting even fructose, not very bad, but better if you see that from nature that microbats, they are in ketosis, they use fat as source of energy, and it is so much better for this what you can get from nature. As I mentioned above, gut transit time is an important modulator of the gut microbiome. Longer gut transit time is associated with a significant decrease of beneficial bacteria in the microbiome. Beneficial bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids from prebiotics. Okay, what we need, prebiotics, short gut transit time, okay, all together. So also fermentation of carbohydrate to butyrate was significantly less efficient at longer gut transit time. So you see this combination, ketosis, short gut transit time, and prebiotics. So what we have, this is a colon, and so the microbiota diversity is getting better if you, and so the fast colonic transit, it is more short chain fatty acids, but diversity is less. Again, we hear from medical professionals that microbiota diversity has to be wide, has to be better, but you see, no, it is not healthy. Production of short chain fatty acids, which are beneficial for health, are the best in conditions of microbiota diversity narrow. It means only beneficial bacteria. So if you have long, slow colonic transit, you produce toxins, and you have a lot of different bacteria, and many of these bacteria are pathogens. They produce toxins. They shorten your lifespan. Okay, this is what I have to say. Don't trust everything what is considered by medical professionals as true. Wide diversity of the microbiota in your guts is not healthy. So while I agree with including fermented dairy in this fast mimicking diet, which was I was talking in previous part of the presentation. So as it was recommended to use fermented dairy, yeah, I'm absolutely okay, because it is a source of probiotics and prebiotics to shorten gut transit time. But I cannot see how the plant-based and low-protein diet can be healthy for elderly. Yeah, so if you think that official organizations like universities and these pharmaceutical companies, they give you good advice, and well, I doubt so. Personally, I don't follow this advice, and I think for myself. I recommend you also to do your own research and rely on your own opinion. So indeed, seeds and plants consuming mice live 20-40 times shorter than microbats, which consume flying insects rich in ketone and fats. You see, flying bats, compare flying bats and this mice. Fine bats, they have very short gut transit time. They consume this fine insects and they stay in ketosis. You see this combination, and also ketone works as prebiotic, which is food for good bacteria, for beneficial bacteria, probiotics. Also, common and naked mole rats live much longer than mice while consuming mostly the inner parts of tubers rich in raw starch. Okay, another source of prebiotics, it is raw starch. Raw starch cannot be digested by mammals, cannot be. So, as a scientist, I propose following nature and modifying the carnivore and ketogenic diet with probiotics and prebiotics as well as mild laxatives to shorten gut transit time. Okay, of course, that's physical activity also very healthy and very helpful to shorten gut transit time. But yeah, but in some sense, these mild laxatives are healthy because they do the same job. Also, for the elderly, I recommend consuming easily digestible proteins, about 2 grams per kilo of body weight per day. Okay, you see 2 grams of kilo, much more than other medical professionals recommend. This what I use, this what I take, that's myself, and I see much better results. Because okay, eating red meat in a younger age when your digestion go very well and you have your body produce a lot of digestive enzymes and your acidity in your stomach is high, it is okay. But in elderly, changes are such that you have to do something with, like consume eggs and consume other sources like whey protein as a source of easily digestible proteins. Okay, vitamins and beneficial amino acids can be used as supplements because we live in our time. In our times, these vitamins and amino acids is widely available, so they are relatively cheap. So why not to use them as supplements instead of getting them from natural sources? Yes, because again, the people who promote carnivore diet, they say no, only red meat and water. This what red meat, salt and water, nothing more. Guys, my opinion is different. We can fortify our food with vitamins and amino acids, which are very good for health. Okay, so this is what I propose: whey protein, eggs, and also this resistant starch. Okay. Personally, I follow a 1 meal a day schedule and rely on beef liver. Beef liver is it is much easier to digest than red meat, and it is source of vitamins in the best form, which we can in the most available form. And also butter, yeah, it's again one more source of very healthy fats, especially butyric acid. Also whey protein and eggs as sources of healthy protein and fats. My modified carnivore diet includes fermented dairy products, resistant starch, and mushrooms as the sources of prebiotics and probiotics. Okay, so you see, fermented dairy products, yogurt, for bio yogurt, I believe it's very healthy, and I eat my diet mostly based on this: beef liver, eggs, and yogurt, with addition of whey proteins and also some amino acids and also vitamins. So this diet can be combined with days of fasting when only intakes of butter and resistant starch are used. Again, so when people recommend fasting, I say, yeah, it's okay, it is very healthy, but if you are in fasting and you have no probiotics in your gut, what will happen? Then all the beneficial bacteria will just perish. They have no food. And other bacteria which consume mucus, which are not good. This bacteria, they produce toxins. So if you stay in fasting, it is not always healthy. You can do fasting, but supply some food like resistant starch for your beneficial bacteria, that they will survive in your, and there will be no production of toxins in your gut. This again, very important in my opinion. In particular, once or twice a month, 1 or 2 fasting days can be practiced. Okay, even maybe once a week you can do it. But again, that's up to you. You have to decide. I believe that intake of butter and resistant starch during fasting days will not suppress autophagy, certainly, because autophagy is ignited that you're not getting amino acids, you're not getting protein. If there is no supply of protein and amino acids from your gut, then autophagy can be ignited. Okay, so but butter is okay. Butter and resistant starch, they give they improve health of your epithelium in the gut, and also they give food for beneficial bacteria. I also use mild laxatives like magnesium salts and vitamin C in megadoses. Physical activity is very important for gut health. So again, we can learn from nature. It is very important. So I practice intense swimming and cycling for 2 to 3 hours a day, about 6 days a week. Yeah, we all humans are lazy, so you need motivation to go for physical activity, certainly, and do what you like. If you like jogging, okay, go jogging. I like swimming and I like cycling, so I do cycling and swimming. Okay, carnivore diet combined with schedule 1 meal a day improves your body composition, and you can avoid accumulation of fats. But again, as I said, very important additives what I use. So during this fasting, I consume butter and resistant starch, which is easily to consume. While supplements can play a supportive role, the foundation of gut health and longevity lies in the modified carnivore diet. So this is what I propose. Modified carnivore diet to be as close as possible to flying microbes and to make more rats. The liver in the state of ketosis produces ketone bodies that are necessary nutrients for the brain and body. Yeah. So if it also produces some glucose for red blood cells, so it is okay, and it is okay not to consume any glucose during the fasting. Additional intermittent intakes of senolytics and regular detox procedures can be practiced with mega doses of nicotinic acid and sauna. Yeah, well, again, as mostly people start to follow healthy diet in older age, they have already accumulation of cells in state of senescence, and we have to remove them. So senolytics work, but again, how to use it, what to use it, it is another question. So, but again, during fasting, you can use senolytics, certainly. And detox procedures also very helpful. You can use sauna or maybe even fortify it with mega doses of nicotinic acid. I will make video on it. So it is proven that detoxing procedures with the use of nicotinic acid and sauna are very helpful to keep your body young, active, and in good health. As we may learn from nature, sugars can be included in the modified carnivore diet in conditions of short gut transit time. Can be, okay, again, flying foxes consume fruits. But do we need fruits because as a source of energy, we see that flying foxes live about 3 times shorter than life than microbats? Maybe you have to rethink. However, not all sugars are created equal. Fructose is not healthy. lactose is digested slowly and produces a lower blood sugar spike than glucose and fructose. Lactose is healthy. It's again our body. I mean, the women produce lactose from glucose. This produce lactose, which is disaccharide from glucose and galactose, and it is healthy. Why you think nature is stupid? No, follow nature. This is really what you have to do. Lactose is healthy. It is healthy for infants. It is healthy for adults. So lactose is preferable sugar for humans, and it can improve gut health, shorten gut transit time, and it helps to recover muscle after stress. Again, I use this whey powder, which is 75% of lactose, and the rest of minerals and proteins. I use this as to take after the exercise to recover the glycogen content in liver, in muscles, and also to reduce stress and grow muscles also, because you need it. You need some insulin spike, not glucose spike, but insulin spike to grow muscles. So it is again. So gut microbiota will digest lactose, and they produce with the lactose metabolizing bacteria, bifidobacteria and lactobacteria, they produce the short chain fatty acids, and then that's very helpful for gut health. I don't discuss in this presentation doses and timing of supplements and prebiotics intake. Okay, it's very personal. Again, and also in my case, I'm flexible. I'm changing, and what seems to me delicious, I eat. What is I don't want, I don't press on myself. So, for example, I used to buy and use some spicy sauce like ketchup, and but now I have no appetite. I don't want to eat it, and also I was drinking coffee. Now I'm drinking more hot chocolate and tea instead of coffee. So it's again follow your body. Your body is much more much smarter than you are. So follow nature, and your body also is a part of nature, and consume what body considers is delicious. What food is delicious, you use it. Also, any change in the diet and intake of supplements has to be done slowly to avoid side effects and to give time for your body to adapt to these changes. Second, we have, as I said, we have to trust our bodies in eat to satiety the foods our bodies consider as delicious. And what are these food? For me, it is protein-rich food like eggs, and also I like mushrooms. It's a combination of eggs with mushrooms. It's very tasty, very delicious for me. And also beef liver. Sometimes I eat it, and yeah, it's again. And butter is number one. So I start every day with butter. So I used to eat much of butter to get satiety. So when you start this adaptation, your body will ask for more butter, and even what I experienced, what I have experienced, it is my body weight a little bit went up, so with more fat accumulation, but subcutaneous fat, not visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, which is healthy, relatively healthy. But then in over time, this amount of butter, over time, lesser amount of butter started to bring satiety, so I don't eat too much butter, and my weight also reduced. But again, why it was happened? Because your body tried to replace unhealthy fat with healthy fat. Butter is certainly healthy fat, so your body tried to remove toxins and to remove this toxic fats from your adipose tissue, and then it is again healthy. But it takes time, or everything takes time, and it's not in one day. So recently I have lost appetite to eat meat and fish also, because before I was eating a lot of meat and 1 kilo of meat per day, and I was eating fish, pickled fish, for example. Now I just go to grocery store. I don't want to buy. Also, something happened with meat. I don't know. It is full of water, and it is not tasty. I mean, I don't know. I cannot say for sure. Is it because I lost appetite to meat, or because the meat producers are doing something terrible with meat? I don't know, but I don't want to eat it anymore. So I was eating pork, for example, and now I don't want it, and also beef meat, and this like ground meat, beef meat is available, but it is like 6 times more expensive than beef liver. 5-6 times more expensive. Why should I eat this beef meat? So expensive. Okay, maybe it is grass-fed beef, but to me it is not affordable. First, and second, I just don't want it. Okay, so instead of this red meat, I consume yogurt fortified with whey protein concentrate and lactose, and omelets with mushrooms or after endurance exercise. This what I eat. I like it. I like it. So I produce yogurt myself, and then it is with butter and some quite high concentration also with of milk powder. So, and it gives me satiety, a lot of satiety. So it's some days I was even not eating eggs, but only yogurt with fortified with this whey protein, and it was enough. But then I discovered that, pardon about this noise, I stay in a village, and then this is people selling selling vegetables and meat. So every morning people don't go for shopping to the grocery stores, but instead they buy from these vendors. Okay, in the morning I take mega doses of vitamin C with lysine and magnesium sulfate for gastric emptying. It is important again. Already in the morning, all my food what I digested previously in late afternoon, it's already digested. But I have to remove I have to clean my guts, I believe so. And with mega doses of vitamin C, in magnesium sulfate, it is making gastric emptying. Also, and if I will do it before the exercise, 2-3 hours before exercise, I repeat it again early morning, and then after and 3 hours before the exercise I do it again, and it allows me to avoid regurgitation, heartburn, and other exercise-induced gastrointestinal complications during intense and long aerobic exercise. So you can go to this publication, but it is true. So if I have if I'm not empty my guts, then after maybe close to 2 hours of exercises, I have this heartburn, and this food is getting, I mean, and also bloating of my stomach, and not stomach, pardon, the gut stomach of the belly, and it is not nice to me. It's better to go for exercises, especially this long-term exercises with empty guts. Now, okay, this is what I do. Okay, then, okay, what else? Again, okay, so this endurance sport is very healthy, and what I do, again, duration and intensity, you see here what is recommended. I completely agree with this. It has to be more than 2 hours, quite intense exercise. I'm swimming or cycling more than 2 hours. Why 2 hours? Because you have to burn out all the glycogen storage in your body. Then your body will go to autophagy. Okay. Not soon. Again, if you will consume protein soon after exercises, it will go to growth of muscle, so it is also good. But at least some days when you are fasting, it is okay to go to autophagy. So many influencers and health coaches recommend regular blood tests such as measurements of blood cell counts, lipids, this LDL, HDL, and triglycerides, ketones, and hormones. Continuous monitoring of blood sugar is very popular, and you will see this advice on internet. Almost every health coach has recommended it. Some health enthusiasts even pay considerable sums of money to measure epigenetic age as a marker of health and body rejuvenation. As for me, again, I have videos on it that I believe it is scam. It is absolutely worthless to do, and because, well, if you pay $5,000 for procedure of stem cells and injections, and it is combined with measurements of epigenetic age, then it shows you that you, because of this stem cells and injections, like your body epigenetic age is reduced maybe 20 years. Oh yeah, don't trust it, okay? It is just epigenetic measurements of epigenetic age are completely not reliable. They measure the average biological age of your cells in your blood, mostly in your blood, and what it gives you. Okay, if you have the blood cells, the stem cells injections, then certainly it will measure younger age, but it is no correlation with the age of your biological age of your body, no correlation at all. So it is again only way to make money and to suck money from you. Don't do it. Okay, but it's up to you, of course. But as for me, I stay healthy. I ignore these recommendations and ignore medical professionals, opinion of this medical professional completely. I don't buy any medical services and medical insurance too. Why should I? The last 25 years, I never was sick even with a mild, with a cold or with flu. No, never. No vaccine, no medications, no mask, nothing. And I stay healthy just because of food, because of regular endurance exercise, and also this strength exercises. This is what is important. Diet and then activity and vitamins and what we have, what we can learn from nature. Why you should measure these parameters of your blood? It will help. It will not help you, but you will pay money to medical professionals for what? To make you sick. Yeah, is my opinion. Okay, I don't go to medical professional at all. And in Germany, I paid obligatory health insurance. It was a lot. It's 15% from my brutto salary. It is more than 700 euro a month. 700 euro for month. I never use this money. Never. So it's completely stupid to push people to buy medical insurance. And thanks God, in Thailand, with my retirement visa, I don't. It's not necessary to have medical insurance. If it will change, if I will find a way how to maybe pay more money and go through these regulations, because there are always people who help. It always take money, okay, to pay, but this condition that you have to that you need medical insurance, completely stupid. Why these regulations? Why should I pay money to people who never helped me in my life? Never. Okay, so they killed my father, by the way. I hate them. All these medical professionals, they know nothing, absolutely nothing. I know much more. I'm a doctor in science and doctor in physics and mathematics, but also with good experience in chemistry, and now I know biology I can think critically, I can think logically, I can derive some conclusions from nature, from observations in nature. I don't trust what propaganda. Okay, again, in my opinion, to decide about our health or rejuvenation, we may rely on our appearance, body weight, and percentage of fat. I mean, if you have fat accumulations, it is not healthy, of course, but it is not always bad. So subcutaneous fat is, especially for women, is okay. But also your cognitive abilities. If you stay in ketosis, your cognitive abilities are amazing. Vitality, it is ability to do some intense work, physical or mental. Endurance. Not many young people can compete with me in endurance while cycling and swimming. I am quite happy with what I do. In muscle strength is another difference. If you go for aerobic exercises, muscles are not growing, but endurance grow. Also, to estimate my biological age, I use resting heart rate. Resting heart rate, which is, I mean, it's quite important. Blood pressure and vital lung capacity. These parameters can be easily and regularly measured at home. I discussed it in my videos, again, just for peanuts. And it is quite known that the vital capacity of lungs declines with age. In my case, it is not so. Like I'm 67, you see here, I am supposed to have 3 liters volume of, I have 5.5, pardon. I have 5.5 liters, this vital lung capacity, but I used to have more than 6 liters at age of 18. So I try to increase vital capacity, and it is growth. If I do everything well, and also maybe I have to combine my exercises with breath holding, and maybe with something more like diving. And then maybe I will recover this vital lung capacity to the parameters what I used to have in young age. But it is, again, it is very important parameter. And I have, okay, here it is again, it's ridiculous. It is like in age of 30, people have less than 4.5 liters. I have 5.5 liters now. Okay, maybe 5.3 liters now. But and I'm just average. I'm not very tall person, and only 173 centimeters tall, and not very bulky. So for me, it's I don't know. I'm quite fine with it. But I always was going for diving. I like diving, and it is again very good way to increase your capacity of lungs, vital lung capacity. What else? Also, you can use pulse blood pressure. Pulse blood pressure, it is the difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressure. And you see that even if you in the best group possible, the pulse pressure is going almost exponentially over time. And now I'm certainly in group 1 as the best physical parameters. And I used to have, in my age of 18, I used to have pulse pressure below 30. So it's even here not present, but okay, 30. And now I have a little bit less than 40, or maybe 40. This is 37, like this. So if I will see this, little bit better than in average for people of my age. So, but I wish to go, so maybe to my biological age estimation, like 45, 50, like this. So, and heartbeat rate also very important here. I cannot give, but the slower heart rate during resting is indication of your endurance, of your volume of your heart and strength of your heart. And again, I should say, after taking doxycycline with some supplements for drugs for blood reduction. So unfortunately, my resting heart rate went to 50 beats per minute. But it used to be in my young age, it was below 40, maybe 35, 37, like this. But then also it was 2 years ago when I was doing very intense cycling for 60 kilometers per day, some days 100 kilometers. My resting heart rate was 45, 47. Now it is close to 50. So maybe I have to make more cycling instead of swimming. So, but again, maybe it is depends on that if heartbeat rate is high because muscles grow. So it's again, but it is yet much better than most of people. So most people have 75 pulse pressure. Too much, of course, too much. So keep your body healthy. So these measurements which I done in January. So you see it is 33. So it's again 58, 53. Again, the heart rate depends on are you recovered from intense exercises or not. If you are recovered, it can be 53. It was 53, or maybe even again 2 years ago it was 47. Now it's about 53, 54, like this I have. And but pulse pressure, difference between systolic and diastolic pressure, it is about here, it is 33, which was good. Now 37, it's growing again. I'm not happy with this, so I have to do something. And here also the same. The pulse pressure stays the same, but the systolic pressure comes up a little bit if you are not recovered, and resting heart rate also coming up if you are not recovered. But it is natural. Your body needs blood supply to grow muscles to recover, so it's not, maybe not bad. So long-living animals such as mini bats and snake rats are in the state of ketosis. Yeah. Unlike mini bats, flying foxes use sugars as the main energy source and live shorter life. Okay, make a conclusion from these observations. Humans have evolved to use animal fats as their primary energy source. Breastfed infants are in the state of ketosis, and they have the most healthy microbiota, and they have short gut transit time. Again, try to learn from nature. It is important to stay in ketosis and to have short gut transit time, like these mini bats and also human infants. We can speculate that the development of agriculture and introduction of seeds, seed oils and vegetables into our diets have contributed to reduction in the brain size and drop in average IQ. Also very, very important. So Cro-Magnon people, they had much bigger volume of brain. How it is related to IQ, we don't know for sure. But what I would say, our brain size and average continues to drop, and average IQ also drops. So I may suggest that IQ and brain size are related. Following a strict carnivore diet at a younger age is good for health, but at older age it can compromise gut health and shorten lifespan. This is what I say. Try to learn from nature that carnivore animals, they live shorter than ruminants. Why? Again, ruminants supposed to eat grass, and they live longer than carnivore diet. So is carnivore diet then healthy? Yes, it's healthy because you will grow muscles, you will be strong, but you will live short life. Are you happy with this? I am not. Following a strict carnivore diet at a young age is good for health, but at old age it can compromise gut health and shorten lifespan. This is what I say. Therefore, I suggest learning from nature, including prebiotics such as ketone, raw starch, and lactose in your diet, and while being in state of ketosis. This combination. In addition, intense endurance exercise and mild laxatives can promote longevity. Why? Because it is shortening your gut transit time. In the future, I want to include strength training and breath holding into my daily routine as well. Yeah, it's question time. I will not see differences quick overnight, but yeah, it seems so that I want to grow muscles, size, not only endurance, but size also, and I want to progress better in this vital lung capacity and introduce breath holding. I am a diver, and I used to do this breath holding exercise from my young age. As a professional scientist, I always ready to learn from nature. The diet I follow and the complex of food supplements and vitamins are inexpensive and widely available. For example, after exercise, I drink a mixture of thick yogurt, and about up to 600 grams in total, with butter. When I do yogurt, I add butter, 120 grams, about 130 grams per 3 liters of yogurt. And the whey protein concentrate I add to this yogurt, 600 grams of yogurt plus 75 grams of whey protein concentrate as a source of leucine, which is absolutely important to grow muscles and for recovery. And also use sweet whey powder, 125 grams as a source of lactose and protein. Yeah, so then I eat an omelette of 8 to 10 gram to 10 large dark eggs. No, 10, it's maybe 8 maximum. I can eat 8. Then satiety is so strong I cannot eat more. 8, 10, maybe some days 10, but also mushrooms. On some days I also eat a piece of beef liver. But again, you eat beef liver, you cannot eat 10 eggs. I cannot eat 8 eggs and some piece of beef liver. It is enough for me for the whole next day. I do not feel hungry during the day. And early in the morning, I take mega doses of betaine, vitamin B3 in composition like nicotinamide and nicotinic acid 1:1, and mega doses of vitamin C with lysine, taurine, and starch to clean the intestine. It is not happening instantly. It takes a while, maybe 1 hour. In 1 hour, it helps to clean the intestine. And 2-3 hours before exercise, better 3 hours before exercise, I take a mixture of magnesium sulfate with a mega dose of vitamin C, lysine, taurine, and starch to finally to clean the guts and to supply and to give some amount of the starch as probiotic as food for my beneficial bacteria, prebiotic. In the morning, I drink a large mug of strong tea or hot chocolate with milk. Again, it depends. I used to drink coffee, then because of caffeine, now I lost appetite to coffee, so I drink tea and as a source of caffeine. It helps me to work intense with the computer. So this caffeine and drink of this strong tea helps me to work intensively with the computer for 5-6 hours with short breaks. Yeah, so I do some homework, some chores, home chores like cleaning and cleaning of the house, repairs of some bicycles and maybe motor scooter cleaning and like this. So sometimes certainly it's necessary. But there are some problems with the daily routine and diet that I follow. An hour after eating and about 2 hours and for about 2 hours. So if I start to eat like 4:30 and afternoon, 4:30 afternoon, maybe 5 o'clock afternoon, then and eat for almost 1 hour or half hour, it depends. So that what is happening about 6 o'clock afternoon, my vitality drops so much that I can only browse the social media and like TikTok, YouTube, and Telegram. So then instead of lying flat on out on my bed, I would rather use the time for therapy session in a portable steam sauna. Again, I have some facilities, but I have to recover them because I was absent. I was not at home. I have sauna. I have jacuzzi at home, but it needs some repairs. It needs to some cleaning. Now I just cannot use it. But I have a portable steam sauna, which is easy to buy, and this is such like tent, and the head can be outside the covers of this portable sauna, so I can use browse social media. No, not very. It's actually not so good because if I stay in sauna like 10 minutes, I better stay. Just don't use mobile telephone, but just stay inside. But in 10 minutes I go take cold shower and relax for 10 minutes maybe or 15 minutes, and then I can take another session. Well, so I can browse social media in between the sessions, and as I am a pensioner and manage my time as I want, so I can do whatever I want, but it needs motivation. So it is clear that people in some professions, if you're working like you're a driver or medical personnel or trader, you cannot follow my daily routine. So it's again, but at least what you can do, you can change your diet and stay in ketosis. It is easy. Eating one meal a day, it's easy. Okay, maybe not with so much exercises, or if you have time, you can go exercise. But if you're a taxi driver or big truck driver, yeah, well, sorry. Rejuvenation of the body cannot occur faster than aging. Yeah, therefore, it is difficult for me to see improvements in my appearance and in the mirror. If I see that, yeah, I'm a little bit unhappy, but if I compare my appearance like 2 years ago and now, I think it is better. Recently, my acquaintances, whom I had not seen for over 7 months, noted that I began to look much better during this time. Yeah, I hope this is true, and but I'm not sure why, because again, maybe I changed the haircut, maybe because of this, I don't know. But again, it takes time. It takes time, but I see that at least endurance is growing slowly, and my vital lung capacity is growing. So I'm on right way. So we just have to continue. I have tried to find support for clinical trials and mass production of bacterial enzymes, but failed. You probably, if you regular visitor to my channel, you know that I produce bacterial enzymes to improve your cardiovascular health, and I use it. Certainly, some of my clients also tried, and it works for them. But again, even more difficult to get any support for clinical trials of the dietary changes to use supplements and vitamins that they propose. No way. Again, who will pay for this? Because it's so cheap and affordable. You cannot make any profit from this recommendation of supplements and changes in the diet. Meanwhile, billions of US dollars being invested by pharmaceutical companies, leading American universities, and World Health Organization on genetic modification of people. Yeah, we see it. It is so hot subject. like David Sinclair and quite many other influencers, which are professors at established universities. They say, oh yeah, we have to use Yamanaka factor, you have to use this or that genetic modification of humans. Well, well. We are witnessing significant success in the development of and mass use of the mRNA vaccines. It's amazing. I mean, amazing success, I would say, from scientific viewpoint. Yes, it's amazing that we got eventually we got the opportunity to change genes of our body, of human bodies. That in future, I believe that it would be possible to breed a new biological species of people with qualities that World Economic Forum, World Health Organization, financial elites, and Western governments deem necessary. Yeah, I think it will work. The new humans will be created. I don't know what would be the qualities. Maybe very short life. Maybe very low IQ. I can only guess. But who needs smart people? Who need people who live 1,000 years? Nobody will invest any money in it. So I quite. I understand that what research I do, it will never supported by officials, never supported by pharmaceutical industry or medical care industry, never. Okay, this is my business. This is what I do. I'm quite happy with genes I received from my parents. Yeah, I can improve my health even with these genes, but I'm quite happy. And I don't complain. I have O negative and blood, and so it's also good for health. And IQ have more than 160, and in young age it was even higher. So I'm fine with it. Maybe my appearance, and because I didn't eat enough protein in young age, maybe I'm not so tall as I can be. My sister, she's younger 7 years than me, and she was eating better food because my parents got a little bit more wealthy over time. So she's 2 centimeters taller than me. So she's supposed to be I am supposed to be taller, but she's 2 centimeters taller than me because of food. But I'm lucky enough, I believe that I'm lucky enough that I was eating in my childhood a lot of liver with lard. This my father was insisting, and he was crazy about this liver and lard, and I was hating this, but there was no other food, so there was no choice to change it. Okay, there was way. Okay, you eat it or you stay hungry. So so I was eating this liver, pasta of the liver with lard, and I believe that it contributed to my higher IQ, because for brain development we need fat, and beef liver is or other liver, animal liver is a very good source of vitamins. So if you want your baby have high IQ, eggs, beef liver or any animal liver, eat healthy animal fats are the way to go. Okay, to a way to your maybe again kids are stupid. They prefer to eat sugars, and sugars destroy teeth, sugars destroy brain, sugars destroy health. But what to say? What to say? Okay. So and I'm happy with what I have. I do not intend to change my genes and or participate in trials of new drugs and vaccines. I just stay away, whatever it takes. 2 years or maybe 2 years and a half ago, I was looking for a job, and I got a very good proposal with good salary and very fantastic, very good job. But the demand was to be fully vaccinated. I said, I value my health, my life, much more than any money. I said, no, sorry. And I got a job, less paid, much more stressed, and yeah, it is like teaching 8 different subjects at high school, and complicated subject, not just like English for communication. It was science in different areas: chemistry, physics, meteorology, biology, health, etc., etc. Different subject with almost no literature. So I was all on own, and I did it. And eventually I said, no, it's too much. 8 different subjects, and even pressure is increasing, and so I said, so enough. I'm a retired person. I can stay financially. I'm financially quite well, so I can do more intense. I can work on my project instead. Wow. Okay. So, but okay. Anyway, it is very interesting. I'm following the news in the field of genetics with interest and hope to live long enough to see the results of this research. Again, it's maybe new humans will appear. What will be these humans? I don't know. Maybe smaller size. Maybe again living like 40 years only, or 20 years, like Neanderthals. Neanderthals, as you know, were living only 25 years on average. So it's maybe this what financial elite needs us to do, to live shorter. Okay, so you can go to references, and not many references, but okay, but again, I more realize it on your logics and ability to think and follow nature. If nature teaches us anything, try to think, try to understand how it works. Oh, pardon. Sorry, this, okay, but okay, whatever it was, just didn't go. Okay, thank you for your time. It is always, I do very long videos, sorry. I do research for myself, because what I see on the internet, people will repeat, all the same with nothing new, especially this carnivore influencers, without any logic. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine again, but all these people are young. I wish to see, and some people who stay on ketogenic diet from childhood to older age, like 50, 60, even 60 years on carnivore diet, and they say, oh yeah, we are healthy, we are active, but then you go into details and you see that they have autoimmune diseases because of what? Because of this gut barrier destroyed, and they get toxins from undigested meat. So again, so yeah, okay, how long they will live, I don't know, but even we know that Cro-Magnons didn't live too long, longer than Neanderthals. Neanderthals are consuming what, 2 kilo of meat a day. Cro-Magnons were eating less. They were smaller size, but also very active physically. But they were relying mostly on fat during the ice age. So it's again, I'm completely fine with this. But in old age, you have to. If it depends. If you want to be strong, okay, and to live shorter than 100 years, okay, then you see that what to do, and you know what to do. You follow the people in Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong people eat a lot of meat. I was in Hong Kong 2 times. It's amazing people. I love these people. Little bit crowded, and so crowded place. They have no place for sport or exercises. Just almost nothing, no place. And but food is okay. And I would say again, repeat that it is. Medical professionals tell us that monosodium glutamate is not healthy, and Chinese people consume a lot of, especially this. You go to Hong Kong, they take a lot of this monosodium glutamine, and they live longer. Can you think logically? I mean, to think logically, that combination of animal food with monosodium glutamine is okay. This is what I do. I use monosodium glutamate as test enhancer. It's fine. It is working much better than ketoglutarate, this AKG which is sold for fantastic high price, and I have video on it that it don't work. Why to pay so much? To make some people rich? Okay, it's up to you. You have too much money. Okay, but you have no brain. You cannot think logically. You cannot think critically for yourself. Okay, you are not supposed to live too long. Okay, this is natural selection. Okay, but my opinion may or may not agree with official recommendations, mostly not. So so please do your own research and be informed. Again, this is what I insist. I'm not medical professional at all. If you want to support my channel, please press like and bell buttons, subscribe to my channel, share these videos with your friends and family. I have staggering low number of subscribers. It is to my channel. It has to be maybe millions, but I don't pay to promote. Don't pay any money to promote my channel, and again I mostly do it for myself, and I'm a little bit afraid that if I will promote my channel and this information will go widely, then probably YouTube administration will cut my channel. I already was getting some warnings that if I will push some false information which is not coincide, which is not the same what we have from medical professionals, then they will cut my channel or delete all my YouTube videos. And so I said, okay, no problema. I do this research for myself. But again, you can support my channel if you want. Again, you can get in contact with me. You can get some more information, more access to information what I collected, and maybe my advice. And have a wonderful day. Thank you for your time again. Ciao.